Hello, folks. Welcome to the podcast,
The Ivan Files.
the Ivan Files. Today we're going to discuss something that's kind of important, sure important to me, but it's important to Kelly, probably Ellie too, and I suppose
It's very important.
it's very important to you too. Okay.
Well, what are we talking about?
Then we'll be able to know.
Oh, one thing we can talk about is that there are 5 steps to grieving. Why would I want to talk about grieving? Because my wife is about on the doorstep, and so is my brother. I've had one brother go, and now we've got a second brother going. And I'm the oldest, so I should have gone first. What do you think about that? Anyway, what do you think about that?
Well, I want to know what you think about that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the fact that 2 of your siblings are close? Well, one of them's already gone. How do you feel being older than them, watching that happen?
How do I feel? Well, I don't know.
It's an okay response.
I don't
That's
like it.
probably the most
You don't
honest
like it.
response you can give.
The she hasn't passed yet.
Yeah.
Neither one of them have passed yet.
Mhm.
So the grieving part, while it is substantial while they're still alive because of the shutdown and what they do, especially my wife, and so have to make up for that. But what I feel about it is, damn it anyway.
All right. Do you feel like your grief will? Do you feel like you might feel more grief once they have passed away? Like right now, it maybe feels like it might be not real, or like it's.
Well, that's the first step is denial. I say, oh, it's not really happening. No, because you've heard me say, oh, she's probably going to
Yeah,
Norwegian, going to
you've-
get up out of that bed and start,
Took
telling
you a
people
while
what to do and all
Yeah.
that stuff. But that's not happening this time, and so I have to accept that, and I don't like it.
I think
That's the second step. Anger. Damn it anyway, why does this have to happen? She's only 87, and we're supposed to live to 120.
No, you're not.
I don't care what the medical profession says.
Well, maybe you will. You never know.
There's a book that says
You're gonna have to visit me in a
120 years.
facility
That's
if
what
in
it
fact you
says.
do live to 120.
120 years. Well, now I've got
You'll be a widow.
a widower. Yeah.
Does that scare you?
No,
Does that worry you?
don't worry, man.
Does it sadden you?
It pisses me off.
Oh. Why is that?
It's an anger bit.
And why does that make you angry? Is it because you feel like you should have gone first, or why does that bring you anger? For the people who don't understand, there are a lot of people who have never experienced grief and losing a person.
Yeah. Well, I remember losing my mother and my father too. It bothered me more losing my father than it did losing my mother. Although my mother was high on the list of support and all that sort of stuff. Dad was often gone, although I worked with him for a couple of years.
What does your life look like without Sharon?
I have no idea. I could paint a picture maybe, but maybe I'll do that. Write a poem, paint a picture.
I like that idea.
You
Me
like
too.
that
I like
idea?
the poem idea.
Yeah, I usually do that if I can. Well, on the other hand, my impression of what happens to people when they cross the line or cross the. How does that poem go? Let no person grieve or something. When I crossed the bar, that was Alfred Lord Tennyson, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think after living with somebody for 66 years, whether they were all good years or not, it's like the right side or the left side of your body will be missing. And that'll be very different for you, I imagine. It'll be very different for me.
Yeah, it will be different. That's for sure. It's not to say you can't survive without it. It's just to say you don't want to survive without it.
Yeah.
And it's an irritant that you have to survive without it. That's the thing.
What tools would you give your listeners to survive without that? Since you said that. What would the tools be that a person would need to survive when they've lost their spouse after 66 years?
Oh, you run out and get a girlfriend.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Did you? You know what I was going to say? But that's not the real answer. What I would tell them is to check with their own belief system, and for a little bit hold to that. My belief system is there's life after death. There is no death. Nobody dies. Even though the body gets tired and you shuck it off, you know, it's like old clothes or, yeah.
How do you feel about all these people coming in and helping mom during hospice? She's got volunteers, she's got a chaplain, she's got the nurses. How do you feel about all that?
How do I feel about it?
You seem to disappear a little bit when that's happening.
Yeah. Well, when they come in, it's not my deal, it's her deal. And so, you know, she needs to have the focus. So I need to let her have the focus instead of getting in there and cracking jokes and stuff like that, which is what I would probably do.
Yeah.
You know, I crack jokes pretty,
You crack jokes when you're nervous.
well, all the time, yeah. What was the question?
I was just wondering how you feel about all those people, because this podcast is about feelings. This podcast is,
Too much. It's a bit too much,
it's a bit too much.
yeah. For me, because what I'm not seeing is, at least I wasn't seeing, maybe I'm wrong on this, but it's the opportunity to have herself, her soul, if you will, to connect for a little while, and like deep meditation or something like that. If there's a whole lot of people, it interrupts the focus, and you can't keep the focus very long. just think that's all I have there, but I appreciate what they do, you know, for her. And I think she does too. So that's just my thought, not hers.
You know, though, that they're there for you as well, correct? Hospice isn't just there for the person that's going through the actual death.
But that's the way it's turned out. I mean, that's reasonable. It's for the person that's facing the beckoning of, who is it, the pearly gates. Who is it, St. Peter?
Mhm.
Well, it wouldn't be St. Peter because she's not Catholic.
Do you feel that Sharon is afraid,
Do I feel she's afraid?
or
She-
like?
She was.
Do you feel like she is anymore,
I think she hasn't
or fighting death in
totally
any way?
faced it yet. Yeah.
Do you think that there are things that could make it easier for her?
No.
Do you feel like you could help her?
What?
Do you feel like your presence could help her?
It's said that my presence does help her, and I do read to her, and the things I read to her, if they make any sense to her, which she falls asleep, it appears, although I don't know if she hears it or not,
I bet she does.
is the Bhagavad Gita, and the ideas, the teachings that are in there is what's important. For
You know,
instance, you know, the teaching is
Mhm.
that there's life after death. and that
Yeah.
there is no death really, and, you know, life goes on.
I find it interesting that the people that have come into our home through hospice have been an array of religious backgrounds. The volunteer coordinator that was here yesterday, Janice, is Buddhist. And I've had,
Really?
yes, and June is Muslim. And she
Oh,
gives
is
her
she?
baths. And
She didn't wear a mask
no,
or a burqa.
no, that's not the whole Muslim deal there.
It isn't any of it really.
Yeah. But it's interesting that different religions have been a part of this
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
Because that's what she believes, you know, that she doesn't believe there's one divine religion, you know. And so that's been kind of interesting. Like the gal yesterday was Janice. She says she has so many patients, but this gal brought her to tears just talking with mom. So there's something special about mom, to be honest with you. And I'm not sure if she's staying here for other people. So we need to let her go.
Yeah, it's,
We haven't done that yet.
well, we also need to back off the idea that we have any choice at all.
Well, I think she relies on you for some of that.
Could be,
Whether you agree with that or not, it could be her truth.
yeah. You know, that's the way I talk to my mother, was
Maybe you should talk to your wife that way. See what that does.
letting
I
her
don't
grow.
know.
I just don't want folks to consider her dead before she is.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
Yeah.
think anybody does.
Yeah.
I think it's more about making sure that she's at peace
That's
while
why
she's here.
she's what?
Like
At peace?
at peace while she's here.
I think she's come to that to some degree. Yeah, I think so.
I will tell you something that happened yesterday that you may not be aware of that tells you how important that conversation may be with her. I took her wedding ring off yesterday because the problem is her hands are beginning to really swell,
Oh, really?
and it was swelling over
Oh, geez.
her ring.
Yeah.
So, and I imagine that's because there's no movement.
Yeah.
That would be my guess.
Edema stuff
So I had to work pretty hard to get that ring off.
Get her hands up like that.
So I got the ring off and I quick ran back and got a gold chain and put it around her neck. And she woke up this morning and she wanted to know where her wedding ring was, so she didn't have much memory of that. And I told her that we had to take it off of her because it was swelling, but it's on your neck, so it's closer to your heart now. And she started crying this morning. She says, I haven't taken that ring off in 66 years.
That's the little gold ring.
And so that to me meant, ooh, that's a powerful connection there. More than we're aware, maybe. So
It's
make
hard-
sure you
yeah.
make notice that the ring is around her neck.
All right. Yeah. I was unaware of that. Of course, you can't see.
There's so I took a class when I was in college, and it was called Death, Dying, and the Afterlife.
You left me a book. Yeah.
And it is, actually that one's from my hospice volunteering, but that class, I learned a lot of things. I learned about a lot of different religions, but there was a poem that they read near the end of the class, and I actually wrote a song, like wrote I wrote like music to this a long time ago. I won't sing it, I won't do it. But I turned it in as like my final project for that class, and it was really beautiful. But I want to read the poem to you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it says, walk with me to the water when it comes my time. What we say will not matter. Just keep your hand in mine. I'll cross the water by myself. I know that's what I must do. But the chilling sting won't be felt because I walked with you.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
I think it's just a reminder that even though this is a journey we have to do alone, the people that are here with us while we walk to that river to cross, they matter. They make it so that it's okay for us to go.
I'd like to have that.
Yeah.
There's some religions that I believe it's a Christian religion that Paul put out there, and it's probably, I don't know whether it's Islamic or not, but I would like to know what the hell I was going to say. And Silent Sam here is
Sam.
Well,
yes,
he's a little bit emotionally constipated at times, like my husband.
Yeah. Shelby,
They're-
tell
they're-
us your thoughts.
They're both constipated.
I mean,
but-
I think it's more important for you guys to talk than it is me.
bullshit.
You don't believe that, huh? I mean, it's a very hard time in terms of, you basically said, Ivan, she's not dead yet, and we're reacting as if she is.
Yeah.
And I think the scary part is the fact that we are now looking in the face of her demise, and every day it goes on is a reminder of like the good times and the pain that she's undergoing, and it's sobering, but at the same time, like it is a part of everyone's path. Like we all eventually come to see the end of our time on this planet, and I think that you trying to wrestle with like the 7 stages of guilt, we're so early in this process, but you can almost look at those 7 stages, know they're coming, and they hit even harder because you know they're coming.
Yeah.
And I think that is something that we got to keep in mind. The anger, the denial. I mean, we've seen the denial come and go. Now we may be in anger. We may be further down that path. But it feels like all of us in this space are going through these different stages at different times. Like we're not collectively going in and saying, "Hey, now now we're angry." Now we're feeling
That, and you
guilty.
can go back. Like you can alternate between. Like you might be angry today, depressed tomorrow, back to anger the next day.
Yeah, so does it cycle multiple times?
Yeah, you
Like,
can go
do you
through.
cycle through this before she dies, and then she's going to eventually go meet the maker, and then you cycle through it again?
It's just whatever you can go through different stages. It's like a wave. So you can go up and down the list as many times until you actually like hit that acceptance and like. But you can still go back to anger even after you accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible being the person holding the hand.
Yeah. What do I have here for 3?
Like your little pile.
One's a negotiation, and one is, why can't I remember them yet?
Bargaining, depression, acceptance,
Yeah,
anger, and denial.
yeah. So we didn't get much past denial, did we?
No, well, you touched on anger a little bit,
Yeah.
but bargaining, depression, and acceptance.
What
you
is
haven't-
bargaining?
What can I do to make this not happen?
Oh,
What can I
gotcha.
do? What
Yeah,
can I change?
that's right,
What could I
yeah,
have done differently?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
yeah. My father had told me, reported to me one time when Mom was in real bad shape, with some fear of losing her, that his bargaining was, take me instead of her, that sort of thing. That's the bargaining. Of course, once a person's passed, what he gotta do,
I think that's when it sets, like, depression really sets in. Like, there was nothing I could do.
Yeah,
I should have done more.
yeah, that's right, yeah, those kinds of things, depression
And this woman has had a long life.
and acceptance is the final.
And how do you think people best can settle into acceptance? Like, what's the best path? Or is there a best path?
Well, you accept that she's gone, she's not available to do the things she used to do, so we have to find somebody else to fill that, you keep going, so that your acceptance of the death is there.
Again, though,
It didn't stop,
right, but she's not, like Shelby said, she's not gone yet. So the feelings that
she's
you're
not.
having
no,
while she's here are very different too.
yes, that's
You
important
know,
to
that,
have.
I think that's the stage that's, to be honest with you, harder.
Uh-huh.
You're waiting. That's very difficult.
Waiting and
Like the
watching her,
inevitability of it.
watching her
Yeah,
get
you're
worse.
very out of control.
Yeah,
Very out of control.
You don't know whether it's today, tomorrow,
You
next week,
don't.
next month, so you're just, it's,
or President Carter way.
No, I don't think it'll be a President Carter way. God help us.
Yeah,
I've been on hospice for
that
like
was
2 years.
a long hospice.
That was one of the longest hospices.
Yeah, I don't think, no, we're not
No,
there.
no.
No,
Uh,
which is
no, I
good.
don't think so. It's
I
just,
think it's a
But I
shorter
appreciate you
one.
sharing some of the ways that I believe your body is beginning to feel things about this, or your mind is.
who,
You,
me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Other thing too is you have a lot of people around you who are absolutely willing to
Mhm.
walk with you through this
Yeah,
because you shouldn't do it alone. Nobody should.
Yeah.
I appreciate that too. But,
And at whatever
you're right, I
pace.
gotta do the walk alone.
Yeah.
Which others doing, I'm doing it. Things, don't, work out quite as well as I like them to, like I drop things, lose things, and so on, like I wouldn't have before,
Almost every hospice nurse has shared with me, or hospice person, whether it's a volunteer, aide, or a nurse, or the doctor, or whatever, they've shared that what Mom is going through here at our home is very unusual, and that there is a larger family that's not just her family involved, and they've seen it, because they've seen you guys, they've seen Autumn, they've seen my sister, my aunt, and typically, most hospice situations are not that.
That's why there's volunteers because a lot of people do not have a presence.
yeah.
A lot of people when they're dying, it is
Them.
them, and it's very lonely, and very sad. And most people don't want to die by themselves.
Well, they shouldn't.
But that's what she's saying. It's very
Yeah.
unusual to have the amount of support that she has and that you will also have
Mhm.
one day.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe a couple weeks from now, we'll be able to talk about some sunshine things.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Sunshine
Yeah.
things.
Or
Like maybe you could write a poem between now and,
recovery things.
yeah,
Okay.
maybe you could
I'd
work
like to
on
hear
that
the poem though, yeah.
That'll be a sonnet.
Okay.
Oh, I love sonnets. Or a haiku. I'll write a haiku. You write a sonnet. Okay.
Yeah, I like to write sonnets. Yeah. Okay, is that it? Are we gonna?
All right, I think that was a good one, Dad.
Yeah.
We need
Shelby
to
didn't say much, but
go
I'm
and,
here to support. I'm here to support.
want to say to you folks that you might, if you're fundraising for some nonprofit outfit, which is probably highly deserving of it, you might consider auctions because they can raise quite a bit of money from people who are willing to share their fortunes.
And
with
which company should
people.
we be supporting?
And who?
Which company are we supporting right
what company should they call?
now? Yeah.
Stokes Auction
There we
Group.
go. We're marketing right now.
Stokes Auction.
Give us a call.
It's so
He won't be your ringman.
Yeah.
He
We
is
have
booking
a,
MC.
gotta make up.
But we are
Oh, yeah,
booking
we're
MC
booking him.
gigs for him as of now.
Can we make a
I would add an hour and a half to your timeline.
yeah.
All right, Dad, say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So long. So long for, oh, I can't use that. Yeah, goodbye.
Who was that?